I shouldn't be watching this every time I feel the you told me it wasn't over.
Hey guys, King here. So for today's video, I'm going to be discussing moves that I think every Lili should use in the neutral, right? And by that, I just mean I think these moves should be used by pretty much any Lili player who wants to play more safe, be able to play more consistent, to be able to get more consistent wins, and who's able to actually play neutral and have game intent. Now, if you're not one of those Lili players, don't worry about this video, girl. This is not for you. Okay, so to start off, we're gonna talk about her jab and her 1-1-3 string. So obviously, a jab is a very good string to throw out, just in general in the neutral pool with any character. But Lili's jab is very great because it has very good range and a very good hitbox. So don't be afraid to throw out a little jab here and there, because you never know when someone's gonna be airborne. You know, you could be going against another Lili player and she does a cartwheel and you could throw her out of the air, right? And then her 1-1 count hit confirm 3, right? I always preach about learning to be able to counter hit confirm this string because it's such a good asset, such a good tool to be able to see the counter hit and then add the 3, right? So definitely 1-1 confirm and then do the 3, counter hit confirm 3, okay? So that's the jab, and her jab string is a very good string to use in a neutral. Another good string to use in a neutral whenever you get a quick little sidestep is a sidestep cute little 2-4, right? Little sidestep 2-4. This never hurt. The only time it'll hurt is if like you don't actually get a whiff punish and they duck the second hit and you're dead. So, but yeah, little sidestep 2-4, your fastest frame, your fastest punish, you know, 10 frame, hello. So that's good to use when you sidestep a move. And you're not sure about the move's recovery because sometimes some moves recover faster than others, so to be safe, a 10 frame is your best bet. Okay, so another string, 3-1. This is gonna be one of your long range whiff punishers / heat engager / heat engage launcher, right? Every Lili loves to do it anyway, especially when they're in heat, just throw it out. Because standing 3 actually has a decent amount of tracking. It technically is not homing, technically is not tracking, but it clips people all the time for no reason. I don't know. It's basically like her electric, it just clips. So 3-1, very good as a pretty decent range with punish. I think it hits from here. It's just very good. And like I said, it tracks very well. So if you sidewalk somebody and you try to do a hop kick, sometimes your hop kick's gonna whiff because she just doesn't realign with the opponent, even though you sidestep them. But 3-1, you never have that issue. 3-1 is gonna track the opponent if you sidestep no matter what. Like, hop kick can whiff after a sidestep. Same thing with down forward too. They can both whiff. 3-1 is never gonna whiff. It tracks way too much to whiff whenever you sidestep. So this is very good 15 frame punish, only minus 13. So definitely use it as a punish tool. Another string is her 4-2-3. Obviously, what I'm gonna say to use this for is whiff punish, block punishment. Obviously, you can use it in combos, does combo tool, but it is her longest reaching fast framed whiff punisher because it has more range than 3-1 sometimes. I think it might just be a hitbox thing, I don't know. But use this 12 frame, very good. It is minus 15, so be wary. Know your frames before you try to throw this out because you will die. Okay, and before they buffed this in season 2 of Tekken 7, it used to only be, I think, minus 13. But they changed it to minus 15 in season 2 of Tekken 7 because they made it a 12 frame punisher instead of 13. Anyway, so use it for a whiff punish. Like I said, it has very good range. If you're not confident in the 3-1, 4-2-3, faster. Yeah, punish tool, that's it. Obviously, for homing utility, 4-3, it's very cute, fun, and fresh. It's 20 frames, so it's not too slow, but obviously it's not fast, but you know, it's cute, fun, and fresh. It used to be cuter in Tekken 7 when it was a counter hit launcher, now it's just a counter hit knockdown. But it's your homing utility, you know. The only thing I don't like about this move is the fact that you can't do it when you run, because you have a running 3. So I wish they would change the input of this move so you can do it when you're running, so you can run in and do a homing move. Anyway, that's another video for another day. Anyway, 4-3, use it. It's only -3 on block. Hello. They buffed it from -6 earlier in Tekken 7. So yeah, use it, please. -3, side step afterwards. Okay. That's a little flow chart you can do. On block, side step. Okay, so forward 4 is also another good move to use. It's her long range counter hit launching move. 17 frames, -9 on block. It does a wall crush on hit. They nerfed it because it used a wall splat when your opponent was against the wall. Why did they change that? I don't fucking know. Who knows? Anyway. For the matter, it's a long range, wall splatting. No longer wall splatting. Wall crushing, safe mid. Okay? And it hits that like range here. So pretty good. You get very good combo damage. Like Lili has very good combo damage even after the nerfs. The only downside is it is pretty linear. So be wary. If you're at a high rank like I am, your opponents will sidestep a lot, so be wary with it. If you're low rank, you're fine because people don't sidestep that much. So you can just throw it out without a care in the world. Like I said, you're safe. So as long as you hold back, you are immune to any moves that your opponent may do, unless it's low, obviously. So use it. Before I go with this move, to make this move home or track, you have to be +8 to make it track. So whether your opponent does a move, you have to be +8 or more to make it track. So whether your opponent does a move that makes them -8, or you do a move that makes you +8, this move will become homing, except Paul, because he has a size up shoulder. But every other move, she homes, right? So if you're +8, so after jabs, whether it's 1-2 jabs or singular jab, forward 4 becomes homing. On hit, because you're +8, like I said. So this becomes homing. They cannot step, and it's to both directions, right? So if they go to the right, you're +8. This works against every character, even Lili herself. No one can step this. Even Yoshimitsu cannot soul spin away. Like it becomes homing when you're +8. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you're +8, use it. If you're +7, I don't think it tracks. Okay, that time we just... 4-4 just has a big hitbox. 4-4 does have a relatively big hitbox. So, again, this is a very good move to use. It's relatively big hitbox. But like I said, it can be linear, like I said right there. So be wary, it is linear. Like I said, after being +8, it's homing, effectively homing. Release down forward 2. This is a very good whiff punisher / block punish if a move is -16 or more on block. You're only -11. You're not -12 like other unsafe down forward 2s. This is also pretty linear. Like I said earlier, if you sidestep the opponent or sidewalk the opponent, sometimes your down forward 2 will not track the opponent, and unfortunately, your launch will whiff. But, like I said, the move has pretty decent range. I like it. You get a pretty decent combo after it. Obviously, I have to say her down forward 3, this is her main plus frame utility, right? She's had this since Tekken 5 VR. You're gonna use it, duh. I don't think I need to say anything about it because you should know about down forward 3. You know, +3 on block, plus just crouch, counter hit launcher, pretty decent range. It is linear, but like I said earlier, guess what? You can make it homing by being +8. So like I said, after jabs, you're +8. If they do a move that makes them -8, your down forward 3 becomes homing. Yeah. So keep that in mind. It is linear, but you can make it homing if you make yourself +8 or more. Okay. Down 44 for my beloved move. I love this move down. Look, it's 35 damage. Hello. It eats. It's the same damage as a throw. The damage adds up. Because if you do 2 down 44s, that's 70 damage. That's damn near combo damage. Just off of doing 2 of these, that's literally combo damage. It's our 13 frame punishment utility. Also, you can counter hit confirm. Please, 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 like I said about the 113, please learn how to counter hit confirm. It's gonna take some time to react to it. Please, they give you a huge window to counter hit confirm in the string to do a bit more damage. I think there's 37 damage per counter hit, if I remember correctly. For 37 damage. And like I said, that adds up. So instead of 70 damage, you get an additional 2, so 74 damage, right? Like I said, this is combo damage. You can do this after a quick sidestep, like I said about the 2-4. If you want like a little bit more damage, you can sidestep, get you a little 35 damage. If you're not, like I said, if you're not confident to do a sidestep launch, obviously her down 4 3+4, her round off, this is not a backflip. I don't know why they named it this. Maybe they're not the most knowledgeable about gymnastics, but as someone who used to do gymnastics, and that's why I play Lili, this is not a backflip, but this is a round off. That's a whole round off. Anyway, hello, it's her 24 frame, long range launcher, -4 on block. It can be +1, but that's just you playing with the active frames. It has a lot of active frames. As you see here, it has 24 to 29 frames. That's 7 active frames. So, depending on how you set up your Oki, you can make it less minus than -4. Let me see. Can you block, please? But I just want to show you the amount of active frames. So it can be all the way from -4 to +1, as you saw, because it has so many active frames. But so like I said, honestly use it as your electric. As a Lili player, this is your damn near your electric. You just throw it out and hope it hits, like a Mishima player does with their electric. So it hits from like range 3.5-ish. Yeah, range 3.5. Very cute, fun and fresh. You use it whenever you sidestep or sidewalk an opponent's heat burst. This is gonna be, yeah, your heat burst with punish tool, right? So whether they cancel it or not, and you like right here, you're gonna cartwheel. You don't wanna do 3+4 unless you're already in heat. Or unless 3+4 is gonna wall splat because they're by the wall. And doing a cartwheel is not gonna be advantageous because you wouldn't get a combo. That's the only time you use 3+4. But 3+4 doesn't have as much range. So down 4 3+4, this is gonna be your main with punish tool for heat burst. This is your electric, okay? This is a move that I spam this move personally. If I don't know what to do, one thing I'm going to do is spam cartwheel. This is a move you're gonna throw out when you don't know what to do. Obviously, you're gonna adjust to your opponent's playstyle. If they are evading your cartwheel, stop. Obviously, don't keep doing it, but this is a move that you spam if you don't know what to do. Okay? Use it, I love it. I used to get hate mail in Tekken 7 about this because I used to spam cartwheel. Because, bro, this is that move. I spam this move in Tekken 7. I'm gonna keep spamming it until the day that I die. Until they nerf this move, we're gonna keep spamming it. Hopefully they don't nerf it because, girl, it's been the same since like Tekken 5 VR. Please don't nerf it. Don't nerf it, guys. Okay, so down 1 in the string. So, I want to tell Lili players to do a cute little down 1 and not always do down 1 too, simply because this will promote people to press a button, right? And you're like, why would you want people to press a button? So you can push the 1-1-3 beds. People like to press on this all the time. They think that's your minus on hit, because a lot of moves are minus on hit, sure. Like a down 4 is minus on hit, so people are gonna press. So people think that this is minus on hit, but it's not. You're neutral. So I like to do this into little 1-1 to counter hit confirm. Right? It's cute. Or I'll do it twice. Right? Because like I said, people like to jab. So it high crushes. It had an interesting hitbox. sometimes it'll hit like track. I don't know why. And you can play with the active frames. See how it has 2 active frames? I made a video about this in Tekken 7, but I'm gonna say it again. It's minus 11, right? So obviously everyone gets a while sitting full punish. There you go. You can make it minus 10, and you'll be safe on block except from Lili. Yes, technically you can down jab, but that's probably not gonna reach. But with most opponents. But this is something you could play with if you were interested in playing with the active frames. And then obviously after you can also sidewalk after a down one, either direction. You can stay in crouch, right? This recovers in crouch. You can make it recover in crouch by holding down, as you see right there. I like to do while sitting 4, or I like to do full crouch down for 1. It's just a cute little flow chart. So, or you can backdash and block. And then obviously you can do her down 1 too. Down 1 2 is still a decent move. Granted, it's not a lot of damage. You're kind of killing yourself on block if they do duck and launch you. You're kind of dead. So that's why I like to do down 1, because people are expecting the high and try to go for the launch. But because they block the low, they're like, okay, I'm gonna wait for the high to launch. You're safe. Effectively, you're safe because they're not gonna try to punish you. They're waiting for the high so they can make a launch. So use down 1 more. I like it. It doesn't do much damage, obviously, but you know, try to diversify your gameplay a little bit, okay? Don't kill yourself all the time. Don't just do down 1 2 aimlessly. Just do a little down 1. Down 3, her main low poke. So yes, I nerfed the damage. So this used to be 17 damage, now it's 14. It's cute. It still has decent range, decent tracking sometimes. Now this move, people will step or they will press after because you're only +1. But like I said, you have a 1-1-3 counter hit confirm. You can step with them, but like I said, then their retaliation will track you, because that's just how it works in this game. Yeah. They gave it a cute little counter hit thing. So now you're +5. You should not do that, or you will in Tekken 7. So the counter hit doesn't really do shit, to be fucking honest, not gonna lie. Like, it doesn't do anything. Like, it does 2 extra damage. It goes from 14 to 16. Like, it doesn't really do much, but, you know, extra damage is extra damage. And like I said, it's her main low poke. It's -12 on block. So just be wary about using this against Dragunov, because he has a 12 frame while sending heat engage launcher. Same thing with Lydia. Actually, is hers a launcher though? I don't know. Either way, they both have 12 frame while sending heat engagers. So be wary of this. Instead, use down 1 if you want to do a cheeky low. That way you can't get heat engaged launched. My favorite move, Matterhorn Ascension. Matterhorn. Okay, obviously, this move. Now I know I think this is supposed to be to, you know, play safe in a neutral, but in a neutral, what are you gonna do? You're gonna sidestep. You're gonna whiff punish. You're gonna block punish, right? So in a neutral, if you get a good, cute little sidestep, sidewalk, and you're behind the opponent, well, Matterhorn. If they're -17 or more, if you backdash, if they breathe, okay. Okay, but honestly, yes, use this as a punishment tool. Obviously, us Lili players want to use it as a panic tool. It's been like this since Tekken 5 VR. I just don't see many low-rank Lilis use this move. They don't know the utility of it. And I keep trying to preach the utility of it. Please use it. And it tracks very well when you sidestep an opponent. This will never whiff, ever whiff if you sidestep the opponent. Because you know how hop kicking down for 2 will whiff if you try to sidestep hop kick and you sidestep the opponent or whatever? This will not whiff. This is like 3-1. 3-1 doesn't whiff. Same thing with this. They both track. Down back 3 is also a good move to use. This is a very good tracking utility. Counter hit launcher. It wall splats very high. You get a guaranteed follow-up. 19 frames. It used to be homing in Tekken 7. They nerfed it, but it tracks very well any fucking way. Who cares? Use this move a lot. It high crushes, just like down 1. It's a complete high crush. You will not get hit by highs. So use it, please, and thank you. Just don't be obvious with it because you can't. Obviously, it's a high, so it can be ducked and launched if you're obvious with it. Back 1 is a very good tool to use in the neutral because it's a mix-up on block every time. Simply for the fact that you go into do glide and cancel it. You can also just not go into do glide, but why would you? You should always go into do glide at least. So into do glide you go. Obviously cancel. So do this, cancel, sidestep. So when you start spamming this, right? You're gonna go do sidestep. You're gonna sidestep your opponent. They're gonna do a move and you're gonna launch, right? That's pretty much the flow chart. You back 1, boop, launch. Back 1 forward, boop, launch. Because people will try to retaliate. Now, obviously, if they're aware of the matchup, they may not retaliate. So then you can either spam it and sidestep anyway, or depending on your opponent, they'll try to retaliate. You can just do the string. You can also delay the string too, because why not? Now look at that delay. And this will go under jabs too, whenever you delay it. So, like, look at that delay, babes. So if they try to jab, like if they try to punish, not punish, but they try to interrupt you spamming, you'd be like, bitch, you know? Keep on fresh, it's only -11. Use it. Also the counter hit utility. You do back 1 forward, you get a guaranteed heat engager, you do like 2-1. Hit confirm it, you know? Back 2-1, another string that I think is very good. This string is akin to Jin's back 2-1, right? It's akin to it, it's pretty similar. The only thing that's different is the final hit is -12 instead of -10. So this move, I use it a lot. 28 damage, it's the same damage as her 2-4. So think about it like that, you're getting pretty decent damage every time this hits. So how to use it? How I use it personally is I do back 2 and delay the 1. I like to delay the 1 to fish for a counter hit. You don't have to delay it. So if you don't want to delay it, you don't have to. But I like to delay it because this jails if you don't delay it, so you won't get a counter hit. But if you delay it ever so slightly, and if they try to press a button, heat burst, whatever, you get a counter hit, and you go into back turn, heat engager. Right? So I hate that you can't do keystrokes anymore, it's so annoying. But this is exactly what I do. Right, that's exactly what I do. You delay the 1. Now you don't always have to, because depending on how much you delay it, they can power crush in between. So don't delay it too much, you know? But delay just enough. Then like I said, on block, you -4, like a cartwheel. So you can go into do glide, or oops, you can just block. I mean sidestep, my bad. You can side to either side because you're only -4. And the same thing if you go into do glide, you can sidestep out of do glide. Like I said, also because you can go into back turn by holding back. You can do this, like a cartwheel, and try to whiff punish him so while sitting too, right? This is the flow chart. But you have to wait for them to do a move, obviously, and with punish, but. So, it's a good move to use. Delay it, play with the timing. Like I said, if they want to press afterwards, because they won't let you sidestep, this is the exception. Like, hello. Her hop kick, up forward 3, 15 frame, -13. Her main with Punish Launcher. I don't think I have to say too much about it. Like, it tracks pretty decent to her left side. So if your opponent side steps right, they can get clipped by it because it hits from that side. But yeah, pretty decent range. It has a very low hitbox, so it hits AOP very consistently. Use that with Punish Launcher, side step with Punish, backdash with Punish. Anything that's minus 15 or more, launch. Yeah, not much to say about that, but yeah. Forward 4 is a very good tool to use to get chip damage and to track on an Oki. I use this all the time. So after, and it's minus 2 on block. So after anything that does like a QCF3 guaranteed follow-up, I like to do a deep dash forward 3+4. So like this. So you know you can do forward 3+4 instantly, and it won't do, like it won't, it'll be instant. Sometimes it can whiff. Luckily, because you're super close, forward 3+4 tracks. Cute, fun, and fresh, right? But this is after a tech roll. Let me make the opponent hold back instead of tech roll. Okay. So this, see how it whiffs here? That's just an instant forward 3+4. Oops. Oh my god, girl, can I do it? So when I say deep dash, I mean you're gonna hold the second forward a little bit longer before you do the 3+4. That's what I mean. So see that? See how she ran up? So I did forward, held my finger on the forward a little bit longer before I press 3+4. And that's how you get a deep dash. Look at that, now you're +3 instead of -2. And it's very consistent. It works with the tech rolls too. Okay, if I can get the move. So it works with the tech rolls as well. So I do after anything that gives me like a QCF3 follow-up, honestly. So at Spicy Rabbit low, QCF3, you can do a deep dash, forward 3+4. If you do like a combo, I do it on an Oki like that, so that way they can't sidestep, get up and sidestep, and they get hit. So I use it as an Oki tool. Running 1+2 in that same sense, it's also a good Oki tool because it's homing. If it's only homing on Oki, it's not a homing move, but it's homing on an Oki. So like I said, after a cute little combo, you know, you're gonna run in, they're gonna try to sidestep, they get clipped. You cannot sidestep. It's homing, effectively homing. It's +4 on block. It's 4 damage and tip damage, so not too much, but whatever. Like it's a move to use, but I don't know. Full clutch down forward 1 is also a move I love to use. Safe on block. It's very cute, fun, and fresh. Flips over. Do it in a wall combo for flip over Oki. Counter hit utility. Oh my god, I hate that you cannot do key charge anymore. It's so annoying. Counter hit utility. Get a guaranteed follow up. And again, you can do 4 3+4. Look at that. See QCF3 into this. So again, anything that leads to QCF3 follow up, do 4 3+4. A deep dash 4 3+4. There you go. This move right here, full crouch down forward 4, or do glide down forward 4, or crouch dash down forward 4. Counter hit utility. Safe little poke to do. You're -4, like a cartwheel or back 2-1. So just do the same option that you would do from there. You turn around with down back, mash jab, back turn jab, power crush, or high crush if they do jabs, or duck. Or just turn around with back, doesn't really matter. But counter hit utility, that's why you would use this. Side step 3 is also a good move to use. Safe move, that guarantees the follow up. It hits grounded, that's also why it's used. You get that as a guaranteed follow-up as well, not just QCF3. Yeah, I use it on Oki at the wall to track. And also if people like to press them on wake up or if they duck, like you get a cute little guaranteed little mini combo. And we followed up with that. So, side step 1+2 also is very good. It's a counter hit utility. It's neutral on block. So 0 on block, so that means it's both of the people's turn. It's both you and your opponent's turn. Counter hit launch utility, off the charts. Use it. Has a really good hitbox. Side step afterwards on block, or backdash on block, or mash, who cares, you're neutral on block. Do it again on block if you have to. Or just use this move as a gauge move to see how your opponents react to your moves. See what they like to do, and adjust accordingly. Okay, so do glide 3+4, or QCF 3+4. This is her highest frame on block move, +6 on block. They're double highs though, so it can be ducked, but I use this for plus frame utility. When the opponent's against the wall, I will spam this, and then I'll mix them up with like a mid. I'll do a generic hop kick with up 4 for a wall splat or a counter hit launch, because this is the counter hit launcher, up 4. Or like I said, a wall splat to normal hit. But this is your not main, but this is another plus frame utility, +6 on block. Very plus on hit, and a wall splat. So, use that. So her throws, actually, before I... Okay, so her throws. Her throws are very good to use in the neutral, because any character's throws are good to use in neutral, but you have to know what throws to do in the neutral, right? So when you're out in the open, like here, there's no wall or whatever, it doesn't matter what throw you use. You know, do a command throw, do her 2 throw, her 1 throw, doesn't really matter because you're out in the open, right? Although her 1+2 throw does 40 damage, so keep that in mind. It does the most damage out of all of her throws. Her 1 throw, her 1+3 throw is definitely useful in highest level play whenever your back is against the wall, and I'll show you why. Now we're gonna switch positions, babe, because you're annoying. So, whenever your back is against the wall, and your opponent's not gonna let you side step out of the wall, just do your 1 throw, 12 frames. On hit, if it connects, you'll switch sides. Yay. Cute, fun, and fresh. And on throw break, it'll switch sides. So it doesn't matter whether or not your opponent breaks a throw. You're still out of the wall, look at that. That's why you see me use her throw a lot. If my back is against the wall, I'll do this to switch sides. Cause I don't want to be on the wall. I'm like, oh my god, they won't let me get out of the wall. 12 frame throw. I'm out of the wall. That's how you use throws. You don't care about the throw break. I mean, you don't care about them breaking the throws. You care about how to utilize the position switches. So, her 1 throw, 1+3. Her left hand comes out, use it to switch positions when you're back against the wall. And so that concludes what moves I think Lili players should use in a neutral to play safe, compact, you know, cool, collected, cute, fun, and fresh, you know, I love to say that, cute, fun, and fresh. And once you start using these moves and you learn how to utilize them, you'll definitely will win more games. But this is not the only tool to win more games, but it's just one tool, okay? So once you've mastered these tools, you can progress further.
You're yelling out, we ain't selling out. I keep dragging her so she bold a bit. I got bars, but we ain't belling out. And I want the green, so I all of it. I told Tay, bring the Bob billing out. And I give the box with no shoes in it. Baby, yelling, yelling, yelling out. You ain't know who it, me and Bobby, bitch.